Hey friends out there on Kickstarter land, Robert Hamm here. Thanks for backing the box. This is another backer update coming straight to you. We're looking at about 12:30 on January 24th, 2018. That's 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, -5 UTC for you guys around the world. Hey, I want to give you some current status, guys. We've got some really great information right here. We are moving over to over $18,000 raised. You guys have backed the box over 190 times. How crazy is that? And we're over 225% funded. That's pretty doggone amazing right there. As we continue on along, let's talk about what we've got left to do. You know, the roadmap was just a couple days ago, and I laid out a plan for us, and we're getting there. In fact, we have not lost momentum. We're continuing to gain momentum, which is really great, and we can see that because the numbers continue to go up. But what isn't going up as quickly is the frequency of NuBox backers. We're kind of losing that frequency. And that tells me a couple things. It tells me that with our launch partners, we met the saturation point for everyone that found out about NuBox within the first week. But because we're continuing to climb, tells me that there are people that are still finding out about NuBox and Hamm camera. And by default, those people have not had the opportunity to hear about it too much yet. So when they find out about it, people instantly love it, they like it, and they want to back it. And I'm excited about that. But I need your help. We want to continue this momentum forwards. Remember, we've got a really cool $25,000 stretch goal for a zine for everybody. So let's go ahead and make that. We're not too far away from it right now. And all we have to do is share our backing status. So yeah, I'm asking you right now not to go tell someone to buy it, but to share the fact that you backed the box on your social media. And it's not just one post. We need a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3 a week for the next couple of weeks. That's going to help put us over the top. And that would mean a lot to me because, guys, I'm working real hard to bring you the features that you've been asking for. I've already started designing a new shutter just to test out if some of them are possible. And I don't even really have time to do this. I'm staying up all hours of the night to do this, but because I believe in you guys and you believe in me, so just, you know, we got the feels, right? So let's do it. So let me share with you what I'm working on. Now, none of these are included yet. Currently, NuBox will ship with the features already announced. I am not announcing new features. But what I'm saying is, as you guys help me grow more backers to the box, you make it easier for me to make these features available in this version. And let me share with you what I'm working on. I've got bulb mode. That's a big question. Bulb mode and tripod go hand in hand. People really are looking for these things. Overwhelming support. Once again, I talked about why they are not currently in NuBox, but we are looking at that right now just because there's been a lot of support for that. In order for bulb mode to happen or NuBox to get a tripod mount, we really need to get some more backers. We need to hit that stretch goal of 25. We need to be in the 300% range funded. So we've only got 75% to go to get there. You guys can help me by doing what? Yep, that's right. Sharing your backing status, telling people about it, posting, participating in the NuBox backer spotlight so that I can post your picture everywhere. Those are things that are very helpful. Continuing on along, there's another one. People have been asking quite a bit for a PC socket for your flash so that you could use a flash. Now, there is no flash bracket on here. Of course, I'm sure that we could make one that goes hand in hand. How would you use a flash? That kind of gets outside of the range of how NuBox was generally intended to be used, but it's an excellent idea. Again, this one isn't just redefining the hardware. This one right here actually means purchasing new hardware to go in your box for backers that have already paid, then the price doesn't go up any. So in order for me to do that, I definitely need help bringing new backers to the box. It's just that simple. Another one that's been a question is actually a strap, and let's talk about it. I'm going to use the yellow one here. I'm going to use something yellow to talk about the strap. Okay, so, and let's just talk about this and how it actually works. If you have this and it's just hanging on your side in some kind of harness, I don't know if you've ever carried around just a box. It doesn't feel very comfortable. So adding a strap to the actual box itself isn't something that we're interested in doing just by putting a strap on it. What we need to do is move forwards a little bit differently by thinking about how we could engineer a strap in such a way as it would hang naturally and work organically with NuBox. So adding strap lugs will destroy the design aesthetic that we've got. Putting a case on it, although will help protect it, makes it less pretty to look at in our opinion. We want this to be a box that's carried around, that you have in your hand, that you walk around with. And so the biggest thing that we've thought about is actually a way to fasten from the opposite side and from this side. So we've got our We've got our winding keys that go in here. On the opposite side, we've thought about having some additional flat plate keys that help the spools spool a little bit better, where you'd put in 2 on each side. And then that would give us a triangular strap option that could mount so that this thing could carry nicely. It also would give you some really cool customization options for if you're left-handed and you wanted to wind your film the opposite way. You could switch them. Currently, we're just right here. That's something that we're looking at. And that would be something that would most likely be the entrant to this if any of them came about. However, and the reason for that is that it does not require changing any design aspects. It just requires updating them. To add a tripod socket, I've got to completely change the design in the front. To add bulb mode, I've got to totally re-engineer the shutter mechanism, which is what I've been looking at doing. And these are things that are just, they take time. So whether or not they get entered into the actual mix has more to do with whether or not we get additional funding for it and whether or not it can be feasible within the timeline. But I am working on that. So I wanted to give you guys an update for what it is that we're doing. The final question is this. On any of these that you have feedback for, please email me through Kickstarter, find me on any of the social medias at The Box Is Back. I am definitely interested in your thoughts and opinions. Now, if we did have a strap, how many of you would like to purchase a strap prior to shipping of the NuBox? If we bring a strap along and we have a custom-made nice strap that we can do that's either nylon or canvas or leather or something cool, you know, that could be something that we could work together in. I'd really like to know down below. So if you want to leave a comment here, I need to start putting together a tally for something like that, because I'm going to add a new feature that does cost additional pegs and production time. Then I need to have an accessory that can go along with it in order to help justify that. Otherwise, you can just help me out by doing what? That's right, telling people about your backing status just by sharing it. That's the #1 thing that can drive all of these upgrades that are being asked for right now. And that's where we are, guys. It's a real exciting time to be here. We're just 12 days into the project, basically 12 days, I think. And we're at $18,000, 225% funded. We've got another 3 weeks, a solid 3 weeks. That's 21 days between now and February 14th, when our project closes right around 4:35 p.m. So make sure you get my help coming now so that I can get your features coming to you then. Guys, I'm Robert Hamm with, of course, Hamm Camera. I want to tell you The Box is back. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.